Okay. Good morning. Hold up, I gotta get some music. Wait, wait, wait. Hold. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Yes, that's right. It is another great Saturday. I have many a thing to talk about. How are you feeling better? What do you mean? Oh, right. My tummy was hurting yesterday. Yeah, I was fine. It just decided to cause me searing pain for no reason. It was like, fuck you. And I was like, ow. But anyways, good morning, everyone. Look at this phone case I got. Ugh. So before this, I had been using this like peak mom, grandma phone case with like the wallet because otherwise I just really like convenience, man. But it's just so, you know, no, no bitches. You know what I mean? But I saw someone the other day with one of these, which contains your cards in it. And it's like a magnet to magnet on your phone. And it's got a pop socket on it. Yay! So I have all of the convenience, but it's actually kind of cute. What the hell? And check out this phone case I got. Look, I'm hip now. Look at all the colors. Ooh. So nice, right? Isn't it bad to place a magnet on a battery? Then why did everybody do it with MagSafe cases? But anywho, yeah. So look, guys, I'm hip now. Aren't you guys excited for me? Look, I'm not a boomer anymore. Yay. I don't know how to feel about the pink. Maybe I'll get a different color. I got this before I got the case, so maybe I'll change this. Denims, why is your camera so big? I don't know. Bet that font at 150%. No, actually, my font is a very reasonable size. Okay. I can't, dude, whenever I look at someone's phone and they have like the font maxed out, I'm like, dude, what is that? What is that? No, no. Look. So I'm just gonna go to Discord. See? Very reasonable size. See? Very reasonable size. You changed it just now. You overestimate my capability. If you think I can change Apple settings that quickly. Okay, but now I know you have anti-car motion sickness on, but I already shared that. Girl charger shit, that's what I'm doing. What is that, a font for ants? Yes. I like to make my phone as annoying as possible for other people to try and eavesdrop on. All right. I also have one of those like I don't know if it actually works on camera. Oh, it does. Like it's you guys see how you can't see anything? Wait, you actually can't see anything. It's got one of those screens on it. The polarized screen covers. These are dope. These are dope. So if someone's at an angle, they can't see your screen. Oh, does your phone have a sad face? Oh, I don't know. I thought this was like a cute phone screen. You guys don't agree? You guys don't agree? I like it. I don't know. Looks like a Microsoft blue screen. Yeah, that's what it is. Something went wrong. Your PC ran into a problem. Anyways, good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday so far. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about. First and foremost. All right. Ethan, I guess, responded to the iDubbbz announcement that they're still getting sued with like what I think he thought would be a good response, but I think it just confirms what Ian was saying. So I don't understand. So we'll talk about it. And then I wanted to show you guys Norm getting canceled for KAYAGATE, which was funny as fuck. It's funny watching non-academics get mad at academics and trying to clip jump them. It's like, guys, come on, please be real for a second. That only works on Twitch streamers. And then I saw this Francesca Hung announcement video that I really wanted to watch with you guys and show you guys. And then I have some Kevin O'Leary clips, and then I have some variety stuff. So we have a lot of things to get to. All right? We have many a thing to get to. Oh, this is my cat bed. I was just using it as an armrest. Maybe we'll watch that. All right. Now, can we go through my homework together? Okay. Watching Spidey tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to go see the movie, but I also hate leaving my house. I just like watching movies with subtitles. They should have subtitle screening times. You know? They should do what they do for like opera theaters that are in like other languages where they have the subtitles on the back of the seat. They do? Wait, really? They do sometimes, actually? Wait, really? I've never seen any. You can request a subtitle device where you wear them like glasses. You're lying. Called open caption screenings. Wait, what? Yeah, but are the open caption screenings in like the IMAX? Like, I feel like whenever I try and go and see the movie in like the best, if I'm going to a theater and I'm paying money to see the movie, I want to see it in the best visual, not in standard. So if it's not going to be that, then, you know, like, there's no way they would do IMAX 70mm with subtitles. They're never going to do that. All of the subtitle showings are probably, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do that. But I feel like all of the subtitle hearings are probably going to be in standard only. It's not an IMAX, I think. I saw it 8-foot tall subtitles. I've seen IMAX with subtitles? Wait, really? It's very rare that I've seen a movie more than once, but one of the movies that I saw multiple times in theaters was the Spider-Verse movie. And it was like the same 5 lines every time I heard them. I still don't understand what they mean. And I had to watch it at home to understand what they were saying. My life is so difficult. Everything is so hard. I can't hear without my subtitles, okay? I can't hear. All right. Enough of that. We have many a thing to get to. All right? It's always fun when you heard something completely different and then didn't realize until the subs. Yeah. You're like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Shall we begin? Shall we start? Also, I forgot we never finished that Elon Musk interview. Maybe if I'm feeling very masochistic, we can finish that. Probably not. But if I'm feeling particularly psychopathic, we can do that. All right? All right. Great. Close this. Close. Close. Dude, what the fuck is the Babylon Bee doing? Besides not comedy? Babylon Bee put out this video and then I don't even know. Why does this name sound so familiar? What is this guy known for? Why is this so familiar? He's a Twitter guy in the voice of, I'm a numbers guy. AI researcher eats shit. And the caption was, Hitler wasn't far right, he was far left, and today's woke left shares nearly identical ideology with him. Let's see the incredible Babylon Bee video.
So good. So good.
I'm a time traveler from the year 2025, and I've come here to kill you, Hitler.
Oh, not again. I'm never gonna have enough time to finish these paintings with all of these time travelers trying to kill.
You just hang it up. Just cut. Cut. I've never seen such a bad German accent. What the fuck? It's so bad. Oh, God. This is worse than Hasan's accents.
Kill me.
Well, I'm going to succeed.
Before you pull the trigger, can I just ask why? Why do all of you people want to kill me?
Isn't it obvious? I'm a progressive, a liberal, a fighter for social justice. And you are a fascist who implemented a reign of terror. And while the effects of your policies devastated the world for decades, soon we will be able to take back the White House, and we will be able to use the government to force people to follow our great ideas.
You want to use...
I would call it porn acting, but like, that feels like an insult to porn. Also, what's the purpose of this? To make Hitler look based? Well, I can't see fucking trees, right? Ah, I will kill everyone in the world. What is this accent? So bad. It's so bad.
government power to force your ideas on the populace. Me too! That's fantastic!
What? No, no. Ugh. You and I have nothing in common. What I'm saying is there are people...
Haha, Hitler is just like everyone else because they want to enact political change using the political systems that already exist. Is that the epic own? You're painting? We're exactly the same. I am also painting.
in our time with dangerous ideas, and we need to silence them.
Silencing those who disagree with you. I do that too! Oh, wunderbar! Oh, the Nazi movement will not die with me.
Don't give me that! I'm enlightened, and you're as bad as... well, as Hitler. Listen, what I'm trying to say is we are very close to implementing a utopia, as long as we can get rid of some certain undesirable people groups.
Yes, like the Jews.
Yes, like the Jews. Oh.
So, in the future,
like, do you guys get it? Because if you make up a scenario that doesn't exist, it's funny. I don't know how else to say this, but like, this feels like it would do numbers in Israel. Like, I feel like if you aired this on Israeli TV, this would be like top of the charts. They'd be like, dude, this goes crazy. This goes so hard. Didn't Hitler have black hair? What world are we living in? Where epic rap battles has better costumes. Like,
You also do not like the Jews?
Well, no. But we don't believe in segregating all the races like you do. I mean, except for like graduation ceremonies. In dorms. And hiring.
huh? And graduation ceremonies in dorm? I don't even know who. Wait, what? I literally don't understand what the fuck they're talking. What dorms are segregated by race? What?
Practices. Oh, and admissions policies. That sort of thing.
I too am a fan of the segregation. I'm sorry, I have to ask, is this a real firearm or is this some kind of toy for kids?
It's a flare gun. I'm trying not to support America's toxic gun culture.
Like, this is obviously supposed to be mocking like progressive leftists, because everyone knows liberals are pro the state of Israel remaining an ethno-state. That's why she has the little Palestine sticker. But the problem is that liberals are the ones that don't like guns, not leftists. So like, there's so much shit in here that's just like, oh, it's so bad, dude.
I'm a firm believer in gun control.
Gun control!
Kissing Denims'
This
feet.
was one of my ideas too.
Guys, did you know? I'm pulling up the image. Google Nazi Party Mario Party. I reference this often enough that I honestly genuinely should just save this meme. This entire video feels like this. Oh, you want gun control? I want gun control. Oh, you like Mario Party. You know what else was a party? The Nazi Party. Not so funny now, huh? Not so funny now. Like, there's no one that watches this trash and thinks like, this is so funny.
Ban them from the undesirables. Yes, look here. Oh, and your shirt. This is an organization founded by Margaret Sanger. Yes?
Wait, you know about Margaret Sanger?
Jawohl, of course. Oh, she's such a lovely person.
No. She's a fighter for reproductive rights, for women's empowerment,
And the eradication of undesirable populations by means of eugenics. Brilliant lady, very inspiring. I must use some of...
Can I say this has the exact same vibe also? This entire video is just a bunch of conservative tropes that aren't funny. It's the same vibe as like, oh, you're trans, huh? What about this study from this psychopath that forcibly transed his kids and it didn't work? Interesting, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I would agree that forcing people into a gender that they don't align with is bad and causes problems to your psyche. Where is the own here? What the fuck are you even talking about? Well, that guy's the origin of everything trans. It's like, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? What? If the first person to ever paint a painting was a racist bitch, that doesn't mean painting is always evil forever. Like, what the fuck? Slow news week, huh? You know, normally I ban people like you because I don't like annoying people, but I'm going to keep you around. You want to know why? Because today's actually Torture Saturday, which is when I just find things online that I fucking hate and force people to watch it. So I think you're stuck here watching this garbage with us. Mods, chain them up. Chain them up. Chatter, place.
Her ideas in our socialized healthcare system.
Socialized healthcare? That's not your thing. That's our thing.
Oh no, it's very much my thing. Did you know that Nazi means National Socialist German Workers' Party?
They're doing it. They're doing the meme. Trevor Noah said it perfectly. If you eat a pizza and shit it out, it's not still a pizza. They actually did the meme.
More catchy. Nazi, 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 Nazi. Just rolls off the tongue.
No. This can't be true. This has to be some sort of mistake. We are nothing alike. You're Adolf Hitler, evil right-wing fascist dictator, and I'm a feminist restorative justice advocate. And a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian? Me too!
Okay, I am so confused right now. I came here with a clear goal in mind to kill the most evil man who I've ever lived. Besides Ronald Reagan. But now that I'm meeting you in person, you're not at all what I thought you were. And your painting is actually really good. What do you call it?
I call it Ein Reich ohne Juden.
Wow. I don't know what that means, but it sounds beautiful.
It does, doesn't it?
Do you guys get it? Isn't this so funny? Do you guys get it? Shut the fuck up, pretty crazy. Shut up. You can't say that. Stop. Do you guys feel so owned right now? Yeah. I'm gonna drink a cup of Suncore plasma and your torture is the reason. Sorry, my bad. Wow, thanks. I hated it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. Next video. I don't know about that trash. What do you guys think about this, though? Gonna prank my landlord when he comes to collect rent tomorrow. LMAO, gonna get him so good. Okay, can I say something? But I'm not saying it with hate in my heart. I'm saying it because I have so much joy in my heart. All right, can you link that, please? Absolutely. Do you want me to link the Babylon B clip too? I can do that as well, because I'm sure you have lots of people you want to send that to because it was so funny, right? Okay, I'm only making this joke with love in my heart, all right? Markiplier has officially beat FNAF 1020 mode, and right before Foxy killing him mid-air, hell yeah. Can I say something? I'm scared. I want to say something, but it's just a friendly joke. Can I say something? Can I say something? Japanese soldier who kept fighting 29 years after World War II. But I'm I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Okay. I didn't even know people were still making FNAF content. This is coming from someone who watched him play the original FNAF. Stop it. It's too true. I wanted to post it on Twitter, but I don't want people to think that I have any antipathy towards Markiplier. I just want to make a funny, fun joke. Markiplier was the first one in on FNAF, and by fucking God, he'll be the last one out. It's because he got caught in his old completion? Oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I just know Mr. Plier is, makes movies. He's like a director or something, right? That's what he does? He directs movies? That's how I know Mr. Plier, so. Very markophobic. That's all I wanted to say. I did not know people were still making content on that game. At all. Low key. Here you guys go. I thought you guys would like this one. Oh, Shaitabo, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders! Welcome, welcome, welcome. He told me his special interest is trains. Next video. All right, let's close this. Guys, 9/11 for conservatives just dropped. Guys, why did no one tell me that Giga Chad is a communist? Hello, there is an opinion in society that life in the GDR was joyless, but I must say I had it was a happy time in my life because I was surrounded by family. Back then, I had parents and two older brothers whom I lost under difficult circumstances. The child helped me find a home again. A lonely person can be free like the wind, but I'm sure sooner or later even a hurricane is jealous of the mountain. After all, no matter how many winds fly over its peak, in the end, the mountain is still all that remains. Wait, bars? Giga Chad is a real person? What the fuck? Prophetic Kirkification, check the date. Wait, what date? Date check. August 14th. All right, let's close this. I don't have any context for this one. This is just for you guys. All right. This is kind of hopium news that I want to share with all of you guys. All Virginia employers must disclose salaries in job postings. Can I say something to all of you guys? I like how every once in a while I forget Abigail Spanberger exists. And then every time I hear about something good happening in Virginia, I remember she exists. Like every time something good is happening, it's like, ah, okay. Ah, okay. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Nice. Nice. All right. Spam burger. Yes, correct. Spam burger. All right, let me close some of this stuff and then more people resurfacing this stuff. Before Andrew Tate blew up in 2022, he made rap music under the name Mr. Plenty. Also, I'm so sorry. Threads of Fate, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Sorry, I missed all of the subs earlier today. Mobius, Captain, thank you guys for the tier 1s. Mr. Mobs, thank you. K Bullen, Platinum. Black, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about missing so many subs. All right. Here you go. More torture time.
All you gotta do is ask me, and I can make you look classy. Second night you walk past me, I'm trying to whip around, I had to get you in my backseat. They call me Mr. Plenty, plenty. Check the leather on the Bentley. Sure your friends will get friendly. Maybe I could be your sugar daddy, yeah. All you gotta do is ask me.
Can I say something? I have to say something, and this might get me in trouble. He kind of he kind of he kind of looks like some of the old Hasan photos in this video. This is Hasan actually would have turned into Andrew Tate if he didn't get on finasteride. All right, sorry. I had to just like one fun joke, okay? Evil Denims. It's not a joke when you're absolutely correct. Mr. Plenty Piker. The real anti-Hasan. Another Hasan dunk. Why I keep coming back. Listen, it's more so to do with the fact that this was the era of leather jackets that were a little too tight. Just like a little too tight, and they're kind of like gripping. It's like, how are you breathing in that? All right, enough. Enough. I just wanted to do a fun joke. Okay. What a time to be alive. True. About that. Saw something funny. I can't talk about it. Dude, what? Why are the fucking federal agents so boring nowadays? White trans people are oppressors too. Dude, I miss when the CIA agents tried a little bit harder. Boo. All right. Feds don't even try anymore. They just look at you like this. I meant to show you guys this yesterday and I totally forgot. Protester interrupts Chuck Schumer while he speaks about Trump's corruption. It's amazing you can show your genocidal face in
Trump
public.
has turned it into the single most profitable scam of his. Please sit down. Please sit down.
Back genocide. What could be more corrupt than backing genocide? This is part of the same con with you and Trump playing off of each other. Oh, he's worse. Oh, he's worse. You were put on notice in
He's just taking it, dude. He has so little aura. He's just like, please sit down. Please sit down. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can speak. It's okay. Go for it. Talk as long as you'd like.
November of 2023 by the
Excuse you, Dan. That's Sam Cedar. He's an accomplished journalist. Oh, sorry.
Center for Constitutional Rights and other legal and human rights organizations. Notice on potential legal liability for aiding, abetting, inciting, or conspiring to commit genocide through congressional acts and demand. You were put on notice, and you backed it, and you backed the genocide to the hills for years on end. How dare you talk about corruption? How dare you talk about corruption?
Thank you for your diatribe. Now, let's continue. Let's continue and let the people didn't come to hear you.
You should be questioned about your diabolical record. It's amazing that you can show your genocidal face in public, Mr. Senator. Mr. Senator.
He was kind of hitting it. Mr. Senator.
Citizen for not allowing questions to this genocidal maniac. Shame, yeah. Corruption. What could be more corrupt than not allowing questions?
Sorry about that. Let's continue with the subject at hand.
Sorry about the most interesting thing that's ever happened at a single one of your hearings. Hello? Bro said senator like it was a slur. Dude, he put the hard R in that senator. So much stuff that I want to show you guys. All right. Dude, what the fuck are they putting on my feed, man? What the fuck is Tung Sahar Israel style doing on my fucking feed? What is that even? I can see some people don't know about Tung Sahar. What the hell, guys? Come on. House of Rice, thank you for the gift sub. All right. That's enough of that. Sorry. All right. Let's go. I'm a Bill looking ass. No. No. All right, that's enough stalling. It's time. It's time. Who said this? Who said this? It's crazy. If you watch Shark Tank, you would think Kevin O'Leary is woke. Huh? Kevin O'Leary's like the asshole on it. What do you mean? If you were going to think anyone was woke, it'd be Mark Cuban. They always designate the bald guys to be evil. It was the same thing with American Idol. I did not get that vibe. I've watched, admittedly, only like 5 Shark Tank episodes. But like, he's the biggest softie when someone tells a sob story. I swear I'm not suing anyone. Please leave me alone. Sorry that you got to carry that cross, man. Sorry about that. Okay, all right. Enough. Let's watch, shall we? So I don't know how many of you guys saw this. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but here is the clip that I think has been circulating that we watched yesterday, where Ian announces that Ethan is still suing him.
I'm gonna try to be as
So for anyone who didn't follow any of this stuff, maybe I should go in chronological order. Actually, you know what? I decided that's what I'm going to do. I changed my mind. This is what we're going to do. Because I think maybe some fake ceasefire. Where have I seen this before? Guys, comedy is illegal. What the fuck is wrong with you people? All right. Dude, they're what were they called? Like ugly patch kids or garbage pail kids or something. They're garbage pail kidsifying Ethan Klein. Cabbage? No, not cabbage. Garbage pail kids. That's what they were called. They're doing that to him. All right, let me open this. Weird ass chatter. All right. That's not what I was going to pull up. Let's go in order. All right. Hold. And pull them up. There was this, and then there was this. And then is it this one? I think it's this one. No. Wow. How long ago was the Moist Critical video? What the hell? Oh, here it is. Okay. Found it. So I will do my best for people who haven't kept up with any of this stuff. Also, when you're suing like everyone all of the time, I think it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. So, I understand and I have sympathy. Let's close these, and then one last thing. No. All right. So, iDubbbz's money was promised 3,000 years ago. That's actually correct. That is actually true. But it was actually promised to me. So, money please. No, I'm kidding. So let's go in order. For the people who have lived under a rock, I can't blame you, all right? First and foremost in this timeline, Sex Destiny makes a message and releases videos talking about Ethan and his kids and suggests that Ethan is doing inappropriate things. Obviously, Ethan Klein never addresses this. iDubbbz proceeds to do some streams where he mocks Ethan for refusing to ever talk about Destiny defaming him. And I'll play some of this.
Completely awful. To try and make this yourselves is really,
Wait, no, not there. Here it is.
this iDubbbz.
So Ian does a bunch of streams as this like VTuber where he puts the text of Destiny making this insinuation on the screen and makes jokes about it to mock Ethan's relentless attacks on only his political enemies or social enemies or whatever, but he never, ever, 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 ever would give the same heat to any of the people that he admires or looks up to in his own words. And iDubbbz does a couple of these streams.
I don't want any of my content being stolen. Got another Kalshi ad? I'm sorry, Fazium. We're all getting Kalshi ads these days. It's okay. So I do want to say I don't agree with what's being said in this comment here, but I'm putting it on screen because I think it should be addressed because it's a big, bold accusation that's very fucked up.
It is very fucked up. And
So Ian does some of those streams where he makes fun of Ethan after months of Ethan relentlessly attacking him, bringing on his old trainer to attack him, talking about his sex life, talking about Anissa's sex life. At one point, accusing Anissa of cheating on iDubbbz with me, which was an interesting thing, I guess. I don't know. There's a weird psychosexual obsession going on there for sure. Or at least he's making jokes about it. And then Ethan announces that he's going to be suing iDubbbz for this. Not Destiny. He's going to be suing iDubbbz for this. And I don't know that I have the original clip. But his defense for why he's suing iDubbbz and not Destiny is this.
I didn't follow all this. What's the deal with this Destiny connection?
The quote was a Destiny quote.
Right.
But the thing is, Destiny made it clear he didn't believe it.
False. Completely false. There's like multiple clips of him doubling down.
He was just doing it to be an asshole.
Got it.
Both can be true. Like, what? He can be doing it maliciously to be an asshole and also not saying it necessarily as like a joke. Like, what?
What is this fucking...
Oh my God, that was so loud. Sorry, let me just skip ahead just a little bit. Just to... Oh, okay, then.
Who knows?
That banner, that was just like a statement.
Just a quote. With zero
guys, it's only defamation if you believe it's true.
So, which, by the way, that's like defamation, at least in the United States, can also include reckless disregard for the truth. So it doesn't matter what you believe, it matters how you're handling the information. And then Moist Critical makes a video after Ethan announces his lawsuit against iDubbbz, and he makes a video saying, basically, why the fuck are you suing iDubbbz for this? Do I think iDubbbz was kind of being an asshole with this? Yeah. Do I think it was inappropriate behavior? Yeah. Do I think it deserves a lawsuit? No, absolutely not. It doesn't deserve a fucking lawsuit. Are you crazy?
Laws not being as protective as the
And then here is the other explanation that Ethan gives for why he sued iDubbbz and not Destiny.
About like being soft on Destiny or whatever. But I still just don't understand why Ethan is willing to just be like, yeah, but Destiny, you know, cleared up that he wasn't being serious. He was just goofing around. He was just being a dickhead. What? If the reason truly is that Canada's laws around defamation are significantly more lax and thus you have a case in Canada but not the US, then to me that tells me that it's not really a defamation case worth pursuing. And if you're not going after Destiny for these comments, but you will for iDubbbz trying to make a different point about it, again, I want to make it clear. I think the way iDubbbz went about doing this point is fucking atrocious. I don't know how much more clear I can make. But he wasn't trying to argue the legitimacy of the claim or anything like that. It was to show that you're very soft on Destiny, but not others, and used that outrageously gross comment as an example of it. But if you're going after iDubbbz solely because you know you can get a defamation case win because of Canada's laws not being as protective as the US's, that's why you don't go after Destiny, then that to me says that you were just trying to take advantage of those laws, the lax nature of those laws in Canada, to get revenge on someone that has wronged you.
I said from the beginning that if people want to go after my children, then, you know, the rules of engagement have changed forever. And that's what I said then.
And the most insane thing is he was already filing lawsuits and already sending out legal letters. And he even said that he planned the entire content nuke lawsuit. He set a trap months before the CPS visit even happened. Months before there was anyone talking about or uttering the phrase CPS. So this idea that like the terms of engagement have changed forever because of CPS is a blatant lie when you recognize that he literally admitted to setting a trap with the content nuke, which was released in January. And the CPS visit didn't happen till March. And there was no mention of CPS at any point until March. So the rules of engagement didn't change. You're just using it as an excuse for why you're allowed to pursue lawsuits. And you're just trying to justify it after the fact in hopes that no one will ever criticize you. And if anyone criticizes you, you just say, well, you must love CPS then. You must have done it.
And when, you know, when Ian broadcast this, I sent him a cease and desist because, I mean, there's certain things that you don't say and you don't do and lines you don't cross. And they flaunted it. They didn't take it seriously. And
I totally understand that. If someone is going to cross that line going after like your children or your family, I get being upset about that.
I don't even want to get into the hypocrisy of lines you don't cross. When you can look at like the history of people that Ethan hasn't liked and the way that his audience has attacked those people. So we will get past that for a brief moment so we can actually talk about what I want to talk about. I was just giving a bit of lore for people who maybe have missed some of these arcs. So, also, my understanding is that in Canada, okay, so there's like I know that this might shock you guys, but Ethan Klein has a tendency to lie about things. The best source of this information is me because he's lied about me tens of times. In Canada, you're required to send a cease and desist. Maybe it's possible in Albertan court, it's a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure in Canada, you have to send a cease and desist before you can even sue. So him using this and being like, no, this was a good faith attempt. No, you were just proceeding with the strategy you initially had, which was pursuing a lawsuit against someone you don't like. Like, it's so obscene. It's like, it's unbelievably absurd. And yeah, exactly. Pretty gross boy. Okay, and then Ethan said, if you give me a heartfelt apology, I will drop the lawsuit. Ethan said to iDubbbz, if you apologize to me, I will drop the lawsuit. I wish I had the exact clip. Maybe I can find it in a sec. Oh, I think I found it, actually.
I don't think he's ever genuinely apologized or reckoned with the fact that like what he did was so extraordinarily fucked up. If he did that, I would probably drop the lawsuit.
If he apologized for showing a Destiny message on screen, I would probably drop the lawsuit. iDubbbz releases a video saying sorry to Ethan. And now I know what everyone is thinking. Well, he said probably, so he lied. Or sorry, not he lied. He said probably, so he never was going to take it away. But the problem is, after the iDubbbz apology video came out, he said, hi, Ian, I appreciate the thoughtful apology. It means a lot. I have instructed my attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely. So we can look at the, maybe some of you guys haven't seen this video. Please sit down and enjoy. Because I actually do think this is like a really good video. And I do think it made Ethan look bad. And now I think Ethan looks even worse with what he's doing, but we'll get into it.
Talking about a very important and heavy topic for me. If you're unfamiliar with the context of any of this, I'll give you a brief rundown. But that is not the main purpose of this video. I do think it's important to share a little bit of my side of the story, but I don't want to take away from the purpose of this video, and that is to apologize to Ethan Klein and his family, especially his kids. Basically, Ethan is suing me for having rebroadcasted a statement made by Destiny on my stream. I did display the very disgusting comment for 40 minutes, and it was wrong. It was a comment from Destiny, and I even said that I don't agree with it, but it sort of highlights how I knew that it was a wrong thing to put out there into the universe and show people. You know, regardless of the point I was making, it was wrong. I was angry, and I was like, how do I get this guy to, one, not clip me, not mock me and harass me on his live stream, and two, this guy's a fucking bully. I'm angry. I'm angry that this multimillionaire is silencing people and suing people who have a much smaller audience than he does, and you know, can barely defend themselves. And so I'm angry. I don't like bullies, so I wanted to do something that would have an impact, and, you know, without checking in with myself of whether or not that was a right or wrong thing to do. I justified it in my head at the time. I was like, okay, well, it's not my words, and it's actually said by a really bad guy, Destiny. Not a fan of that guy. It's very clear that it was never the right thing to do. It was a comment about Ethan and his children, and it was disgusting. I said at the time in the stream that I don't agree with it, but still sharing it and broadcasting it to people for 40 minutes, that was an irresponsible and reckless thing to do, especially for parents. Like, there are many parents with kids out there who do not want to see that shit, and it's painful. And I'm sure it was extremely painful for Ethan and Hila to read that shit and have it pop up again and again and again. And just because it's coming from a piece of shit guy, and I'm showing it to people like, look what this piece of shit said, it's wrong. It's wrong to do. And I didn't, you know, I didn't come to this overnight, right? Like, to be frank, I'm angry. I do not like Ethan. I think he's doing a lot of damage to people online. And it it changed the way that I was thinking about it. I didn't think about it. I didn't ground myself. I didn't think about, like who is actually being affected in this instance. And Ethan's family and his kids are being affected. I just because I don't like Ethan, I think it's wrong to find an attack vector that is his kids. It's foul. It's not okay. And I think it was wrong for me to use the Destiny screenshot as a cudgel to make my point. I didn't need to use the Destiny screenshot to make my point. There's a million other ways I could have done it, but I didn't. And I regret that I didn't, and I regret that I ever put that screenshot.
I think, like, this apology did more for Ethan than the Casey Tron ISIS-style hostage video did. Because at least this one seems genuine. Everyone immediately discarded the Casey Tron one because it looks like a woman who's being held fucking hostage at gunpoint. Like, hello? Whereas at least this one feels genuine, and it feels like what iDubbbz is saying is, hey, this doesn't change how I feel about Ethan. I still think he's a piece of shit, and I think he's attacking people who don't deserve to be attacked, and he's using his money to attack people who he knows have less money than him. But I should be able to make those criticisms and insult him and make those jokes without talking about his kids or making any jokes about that or highlighting jokes about that. Just because he might stoop to that behavior doesn't mean I need to stoop to that behavior. And it doesn't change all the other things that I think about Ethan. It doesn't change all of my other feelings about Ethan and how Ethan's actions are despicable in these ways, and these ways, and these ways.
On my live stream, that's the main reason why I feel like I do need, for myself, for my soul, to own up to this and acknowledge that I went too far. It wasn't okay. Ethan and Hila and their family do not deserve that. At the end of the day, whatever happens with the lawsuit is what it is. For myself, I needed to make it known on the internet that what I did was wrong, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to behave that way. I want to make content that I'm proud of. I don't want to give in to a harassment back and forth online. I want to put my energy into making content that I can be proud of and that I'm not going to be.
And again, I take most of this video to be just because his bread and butter content is just to harass people with like lies or bullshit, or just because his content is trying to make fun of people and punch down, it doesn't mean that I need to engage in that type of behavior too. I should be better. And that's not even the content I want to make. I don't want to just do drama slop content all the time. Like, that's how I took this video to be. And I took it to be a pretty genuine apology. And I took it to be something that was I feel like it played much better than Casey Tron's video did for Ethan, because at least it didn't come off like another hostage video.
Ashamed of, because I lost the plot. I want to stay focused. I want to check in with myself and know what it is I want to be and what I want to do and what message I want to spread. And this isn't a message I want to spread. So I'm sorry to Ethan and Hila and your family. You guys didn't deserve that. I'm going to think about all of this a lot more, I'm sure. But for now, I really do want to just get back to making the content that I want to make. Having said all that, I wish everyone the best. I genuinely want to see a better world, and I do not want to be a contributor to what makes it terrible. So long. Bye-bye.
And like, I took this to be less of like an apology specifically to Ethan Klein and more of like an apology to like the community and the fans of like, no, I should be able to make better content. I don't need to stoop to that level. I don't need to be a freak in that way. There's so much to make fun of. I mean, I still think like the button segment that Ian did was incredible in his content cop. That was incredible. It was so good when Ethan was watching the video, he skipped the button segment because it was so good. So I thought it came off very tasteful and I thought it looked really good, and I had no notes on that. I thought it was great. I personally think what happened was Ethan miscalculated. This is just my speculation. There's no basis for this. I'm just saying my opinion. I think Ethan miscalculated how bad the Moist Critical video was going to make him look. And then he decided, well, let me seem reasonable and say, well, if he apologized, I would drop it. I'm a reasonable person. He even explicitly said, I don't want to be the guy who sues people. I don't even want to be that guy. It's like, you made an announcement video where you started smoking cigars by burning dollars. By burning dollar bills, fake or real, and then bragging about how you can't wait to make so much money for your lawyer. What do you mean you don't want to be the guy who sues people? You made an entire video talking about how excited you were to be suing people into poverty. You literally, when your release video wasn't, it's with great sadness in my heart that I have to say that I will be suing these people. No, you said you like bragged about it, boasted about it. And we're trying to shit on everyone's fucking grave about it. And then now that people are pushing back and saying, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why are you just becoming the, you're just gonna sue everyone person? You're just the guy who just sues everyone. You are the enemy you once wished to destroy. When he said, when Moist Critical released that video, I think he said, well, I'm reasonable, okay? Like I'm willing to set it aside probably if Ian apologizes. I think he also didn't expect Ian to apologize. So when he apologized, he was like, fuck. No, fuck. But I don't want to drop this lawsuit. But I wanted to pursue it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just say that I'm dropping it and then not drop it, because earlier this week, actually yesterday, let me pull it up. Where is it? I just had it. Here it is. Earlier this week, aka yesterday, iDubbbz confirmed that Ethan Klein lied about dropping the lawsuit after explicitly saying, in response to the apology video, "Hi Ian, I appreciate the thoughtful apology. It means a lot. I've instructed my attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely." After saying that, he decided, actually, what if I didn't drop the lawsuit? And this was confirmed by Ian yesterday with this clip.
I'm going to try to be as candid about this as possible. I have my points written down in front of me. So here is the news. Here's the important news. Number one, Ethan Klein has not dropped the lawsuit. Number two, we've been actively dealing with it for the past couple of months. Number three, I'm bringing it up now because now we have court dates, basically. And so, you know, it's becoming a lot more real. I'm not particularly surprised, but I am disappointed. There really isn't much else I can say about the matter right now because, you know, it's legal. It's legal. So, yeah, we're going to keep pushing on. That doesn't change anything here. For the rest of the stream, I am going to be doing what we normally do. So, yeah, that is it. I'm not going to be answering any questions in chat related to it.
So, yeah. And again, like, you would think a guy who seems to care so much about how people perceive him would recognize that this has nothing but bad implications for how people will perceive him, but he's doing it anyways? And I want to say, I'll probably end up clarifying this a couple of times over and over and over again, but that's fine. There's like a misconception, I think, that American law and Canadian law is exactly the same for some reason. I'm not sure why. And you can see multiple people saying this. Well, now that he apologized, he can use the evidence to win the lawsuit. Now that he did the apology, he cannot admit some level of fault, so that ended up being a trap for him. Canadian law is like very different from American law when it comes to defamation. You can just like look this up. This is just some random ass website, but like, apologies are seen as like not admissions of guilt in the way that American law sees it. Apologies are seen as some attempt to remedy a situation regardless of whoever is at fault. So please try not to apply your perception of American law to Canadian law because it's a different country. There's different laws. Defamation is treated differently. So yeah. Apologies are just bodily functions in Canada. Quebec is actually the only province that doesn't have an explicit apology law, although it does have, yeah, but they're in Alberta, so, sorry, we live in hell. I forgot the rest of the world isn't hell. Yeah, no, totally good, totally good. And especially because a lot of laws usually are the same, or can be very similar, but in this specific regard, I wouldn't be so concerned. Maybe it's possible Ethan thought that, and he was stupid enough to think that. And that's why he went for it. I don't know. I can't speak on his intention or what he was thinking. I don't know. But yeah, so he's proceeding with the lawsuit, and when he says that, when iDubbbz says that they're dealing with it, what he's talking about, apparently, because Ethan decided to clarify, let me pull up his story. No. Where is it? There were 2 stories that were put out, weren't there? Am I mistaken? Was it just one? No, it was 2. Okay. So, I guess for some reason, Ethan decided to confirm what iDubbbz said, and he decided to confirm it by admitting that he didn't drop the lawsuit. He said, I actually don't know. Maybe I can go to Instagram and see which one was the first one. I don't remember which one of these 2 is the first one. Let's check his stories really fast. Okay, here it is. So yeah, he decided to publish this and say, re iDubbbz lawsuit. My one condition for totally dropping it was so laughably small and easy that you will realize Ian and Issa are just doing this for attention. I'm going to respect the Canadian legal system and not talk about the ongoing negotiations, but if you knew what I asked for, you would laugh at how silly it is. The truth is we already signed an agreement, which they have reneged on, and they are trying to pull a fast one. So this hearing is for a judge to decide if they upheld their side of their agreement. They didn't. So a couple of things really fast. Anissa with 2 S's is crazy. She's getting the Hasan treatment. Also, what does Anissa have to do with this? Like, just really, this is a whatever. It doesn't matter. But more importantly, that's so small and laughable. The only term that excuse me, let me start over. The only condition you asked for was an apology, which, according to you, was thoughtful, meant a lot, and made you instruct your attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely. Now you're saying there was another totally small one condition. I thought the only condition was the apology. So the only condition is not the apology? So you're lying and saying the apology was one condition, and then I decided to pull a fast one and send you guys a whole list of demands. And I think we kind of have the Noah lawsuit actually gave us this, which was kind of dope, where we actually got an opportunity because Noah's lawsuit ended with dismissal without prejudice. We get to see what the settlement talks with Ethan looked like. And this is the document that Noah Samson put out after his lawsuit ended of the demands from Ethan and his team. Or sorry, with prejudice. Excuse me, with prejudice. My apologies, misspeaking. There was a public apology that was required from Noah on the primary YouTube channel and a tweet. It had to be pre-approved before public release. It had to say that Noah apologized for saying that Ethan supported genocide. It had to be an acknowledgement that my client and his wife have supported the Palestinian cause, but he's free to say that he disagrees with my client and that Ethan does too much to defend Israel. And the videos that were supposed to be taken down were 6 separate videos from Noah. YouTubers who backed a genocide supporting YouTubers respondent. I think they meant respond. Maybe not. I don't know. Ethan Klein lawsuit response. Ethan Klein offers some safety advice for Jewish viewers of Hasan. Ethan Klein is suing me. How to girl boss a genocide. And then there was a non-disparagement clause. So I think if that's what he was asking for Noah Samsen, I don't think it would be so unreasonable that this would also be something that he would ask for from all the other parties. So this one condition thing, I personally am not buying this. Like, I just had one tiny little condition on top of the public condition to apologize. The other thing too is, after he made this story saying there was just one tiny little condition and we already signed agreement, which they have reneged on. Apparently, Anissa made a tweet saying that this is just like not true, or maybe that's too. I should just read what she wrote because I think that that's the most accurate. She said, "I'm confused by this." Well, sorry, he made another story, but she said, "I don't think he understands what's going on. I'm actually kind of shocked." He also released this Instagram story saying, "We have a signed agreement in place to drop the lawsuit." Huh? You don't need to sign an agreement to drop the lawsuit. You can just drop the lawsuit. If you fail to respond, there is no lawsuit. You can also request a dismissal. You don't need to sign an agreement to do that. What? I don't understand how anyone is even a little bit falling for this. A settlement is not dropping a lawsuit. Just drop the lawsuit. You don't need the other person's signature. It's that he wants more before he's willing to, quote, drop the lawsuit. And forcing a settlement instead of just dropping the lawsuit is those are different things. Those are two completely different things. He then follows up saying, it's already done. They completely reneged, and now the judge will decide if they fulfilled it. If the judge thinks they didn't fulfill it, then they have to, and it's over. If the judge thinks they did fulfill it, then it's over. The lawsuit is virtually over, no matter what the judge decides. They are being intentionally vague to make people think it's still going on when it's basically already over. Again, this is an agreement that they're already signed, that they've already signed. And it's over a matter that is for good sake of everyone involved. It's not an apology or demand of money or anything. It's one tiny thing that they already signed and agreed to. But I don't even know if I buy that because Anissa's tweets don't seem to suggest that. She just says, like, I don't think he understands what's going on. I'm confused by this one. What? I'm sorry. I just don't see a universe where if I was in Ian's position and then I apologized and then I was told to sign some settlement agreement, I'd be like, wait, what the fuck? I'm not signing that. I already did what you asked me to do. What the fuck? Drop the lawsuit, dude. Why would I sign anything? You can just drop the lawsuit. Hello? And here's this part where Anissa adds a little bit more context. Kilo responds saying, do you know what the thing is that he's referring to at all? Did you guys sign something related to the discontinuance? You sign off when a case is being dropped when both parties are satisfied. It's not referring to an NDA. He basically admitted it at this point. It is technically public record. So I can say, yes, he was/is looking for more than just Ian's public apology. Guys, I promise. Ceasefire. I will cease my firing. You just need to apologize. I'm just kidding. You need to do more than that. What? Well, like, what more do you want? And I'm sorry, I just don't see a world where if I was in Ian's position that I would be signing a settlement agreement to do more things when I already fulfilled, like, my social end, which was putting out a public apology with no expectation. So I don't know what the nation size of New Jersey behavior. What? Ian is 1 week away from a nuclear bomb. We have to denuclearize iDubbbz. You don't understand. That's my one more condition. We have to denuclearize him. Ian is 1 week away from a content nuke. Okay? He has to promise. He has to promise to not be working on any nukes. I have to be able to walk in at any point to the iDubbbz residence and inspect to ensure that there is no nuclear facility in the works, all right? And if you think about it, Ian and Iran are only one letter apart. Isn't that interesting? Bet you didn't think about it that way. Content cop, more like content Hamas. Exactly. The content tunnels. Ian has obtained the centrifuge capable of enriching clips. Chat, we cannot allow this to happen. No content enrichment past 3%. So true. I'm on Ethan Klein's side now. Ian must disarm immediately. Disarm immediately, god damn it. So anyways, and open the Strait of Hasan. Please. The Anissa Tola is at it again. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. The door. The door. Go. Now. The door. See yourself out, dude. Go. Stop it. Enough. All right. All right. Anyways. Yeah. And then I guess he did like a stream talking about it as well. Let me pull it up. So late on this, but Opossum, thank you if you're still here. Now, I don't know if it's an NDA or a non-disparagement clause, or sorry, I guess, yeah, that would be NDA. If it's a non-disparagement clause or what else that he wants. Maybe he wants Anissa to write an apology, a personal apology, apologizing for being a fucking Arab and a bitch of a person. She's a bitch of a person. Maybe that's what he wants. I don't know what the fuck else he wants. I don't understand. Maybe he wants something like that. But then the thing that's confusing is like, here's him talking about how he's dropping the lawsuit with no NDA requirement. This is just speculation on some people's parts, but
That's it. I mean, that's.
sorry, let me read the full caption. Here's Ethan saying he's dropping the iDubbbz lawsuit with no NDA required, only for him to now say that he's in settlement talks, which I can only assume is him demanding some NDA.
With the iDubbbz.
Wait, no, NDA is non-disclosure. NDA is non-disclosure. Sorry, you're right. I was right the first time. So I don't know if it's that he wants a non-disclosure agreement or if he wants some non-disparagement agreement, or I don't know what he wants exactly.
That's it. I mean, that's pretty much it with the iDubbbz stuff. So, and
GG.
My attorney wanted to include like a non-disparagement.
Oh, the caption is wrong. I don't think non-disparagement is shortened like this. I think this is specifically for non-disclosure agreements. It might just be I was gonna say a misprint in the clip, but okay, continuing.
And stuff, and I told them no non-disparagement. They can say anything they want about me. We can talk about each other. It's not about silencing him at all. But yeah, I made a point. I'm dropping it. He can continue to say whatever he wants about me.
I feel like he's saying it in like no uncertain terms that he's just gonna drop it. Full stop.
And I him.
So for him to now say, well, I was sending over the settlement stuff and I swear they signed it. They signed all of it. It's like, guys, should we trust the guy who has lied a bunch of times about a bunch of people? Or should we not do that? Or should we be skeptical when someone who is a known liar says things? The second one, H3 fan who received Lego costume from H3 podcast said it smelled like dog piss. This person literally called CPS. They did CPS. This person, they literally just did CPS to him. Like I'm pretty sure they did 500 CPS to Ethan Klein with this. Yeah. K9 Piss Squadron, that CPS? Yeah. What did you guys think I was talking about? And then I saw this as well. There was like one other thing that I saw, which I will pull up right now. Wait. There was one other thing that I wanted to show you guys, but I'm like struggling to find it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I was like, I could have swore there was one other thing that I wanted to show you guys. I couldn't find it, and I found it. Perfect. Ethan comments on the iDubbbz lawsuit, says they're negotiating terms of a settlement.
Oh, I guess I'll just comment on this because I see iDubbbz said, I am not dropping the lawsuit. And, well, listen, it's a bunch of technical bullshit.
This is the #1 sign that someone is about to bullshit you, by the way. When they start their sentence with, okay, listen. That is literally the telltale sign that someone is just about to start bullshitting you.
It's a bunch of technical bullshit. It's just we're in negotiating the terms of the settlement still. And
you don't need to have a settlement to drop a lawsuit. Like, I don't even know. There was no settlement between him and Noah. Like, I don't even know what.
That's it. I don't know. It's what it is. You know what I mean? We're negotiating the terms of the it's a meeting about the settlement. That's it. That's all it is. Right? So, whatever.
So you admit that you wanted more than just an apology, and you lied when you said, I'm telling my lawyers to stop and to drop the lawsuit immediately, and you actually want them to, I don't know what exactly more he wants. Neither party has shared what is being asked for in settlement talks. But, okay, man. Didn't he say it was a funny little thing holding them up? Well, yeah, he said, like, they just need to give me this one little thing, this one tiny thing. Just one hostage video. Which I can only imagine it's like one of 3 things or all 3 things. That it's either maybe an apology from Anissa, which I don't even know if he can get that legally, like if they were to take it to court. So it's possible that he wants it because in the settlement talks you can kind of ask for whatever you want. So maybe it's that. Or maybe it's like he does want the non-disparagement clause. Maybe he wants them to apologize for CPS or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I don't understand why he's not dropping it. It's so insane to say, okay, I've instructed my lawyers to drop it, and then say, well, we are in settlement talks because they don't want to give me this one little thing. But he already apologized, and you said you were going to drop it. Like, what the fuck? Maybe he wants them to delete all the videos and posts about him. Sure, that would be part of the non-disparagement clause. Or I guess it wouldn't be, because that would be going forward. So maybe you're right. Maybe it is removing all other previous content. I would go by, like, I would use what he asked for from Noah as like a template for maybe what he's asking for from Anisanian. Oh, maybe he wants Anissa to say that Hasan is not attractive. Maybe he wants Anissa to say Ethan Klein is way hotter than Hasan. Maybe that's what he wants. That's a good guess. That's not a bad guess, I gotta say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't... Also, he specifically said he doesn't want a non-disparagement clause. He's not trying to stifle free speech or whatever. So it's I mean, like, liars are going to lie, I guess, but why say that then? I don't know who this is supposed to play well with, exactly. He wants the pink doll back. I need you to de-hump the pink doll that I gave you, okay? And give it back to me. It was a very rare, whatever the fuck he called it. Yeah, it was a rare Pepe. Dookie? I think it started with a D. I don't remember. Dunny or something? I don't know. No, he wants it because it was humped. Shut up. Maybe he's trying to get Hasan to hump it for him. And he's like, get Hasan to hump it on camera. It's just this one little thing. Just this one thing. I don't understand. Just one little thing. If you guys knew what it was. Oh, God. So, yeah. Besides the diehard fans, even the larger drama sphere is not even trying to defend it. I don't know that there's much to defend here. If you say you're going to drop it, then drop it. Huh? It's kind of fun to read the H3. Even the H3 subreddit people are not even defending either. There's a couple people, but like even they're just the downvoted comments are pretty funny. I can remember some episode where they were talking about play buttons and taking them from his enemies, like Keemstar or something like that. So maybe he wants iDubbbz' play button. It's giving come to the studio and apologize. Or sorry, it's coming to the studio and apologizing person. Am I the only one who's over the lawsuit stuff? I agree with the copyright lawsuits, but the ones against Noah and iDubbbz I'm really over. He has the right to sue people. It's just more drama, and I don't want to happen. I miss goofs and gaffs. And everyone else is just like, what is the thing? What is the one little thing? Man. Japanese soldiers still waiting for goofs and gaffs 29 years after the end of World War II. The Boobs and calves are never coming back, you stupid slut. Shut up, dude. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. That's basically it from my understanding. He's just decided he's still going to be, he's trying to pursue a settlement instead of dropping the lawsuit for some reason and lying about dropping it and telling his lawyers to drop it. And he's still asking for more things outside of an apology, even though he said he only wants just one little apology. And I'm sorry, I just don't believe that, like, if I was iDubbbz and I went on a whim and I apologized and I tried to be the bigger person, and then I was given a fucking settlement paper and being like, well, you just have to do this one more thing, actually. I would not want to sign that. I'd be like, are you fucking joking? You literally said you were going to drop it off of an apology. What the fuck is this? So this whole, like, it was just one little thing. They already agreed to do it. I'm like, what? The legacy of a bully. Why did Ethan Klein sue Frogan, sue Denims, sue iDubbbz, lose weight, and Hasan Piker fall out? Sue Caseytron. Attorneys, he only has one, right? Well, no, he would need to get a lawyer for Canada, right? An American lawyer can't practice Canadian law, right? I guess you can get, well, I guess theoretically you could get, you could whatever the equivalent is of the bar in Canada, but he probably more reasonably just went and got a Canadian lawyer, I think. I don't know. I don't know that Rom is also can practice Canadian law. I'm assuming not. I assume most lawyers just have the one country that they practice law in. Usually the one state that they practice law in. But it's also the bar in Canada? Okay. Well, but still, you would want to hire, like, a Canadian lawyer that specializes in Canadian court. It's like the same with anything, right? Like, you probably want to get a lawyer that specializes in that thing, even if you're suing in the same country or state or whatever. You want someone that knows local law and knows the specific thing. Like, you probably want the best defamation lawyer for a defamation lawsuit. You want the best copyright lawyer for a copyright case. So, I would guess that he would probably get a Canadian lawyer for that. Because Canada law is so different. Or, it is different, rather. Anyways. I just saw this. Presented without comment. Not me going like this. Sapper, thank you for the prime. Fetal, thank you for the prime. Nuclean, thank you for the prime. Wilmax, thank you for the 29 months. Offbrand, thank you for the 14 months. Sarnix, thank you for the 13 months. I don't know why. 15? Thank you. I'd like to share this post I found on Twitter.
Do you want a scissor? Huh? I mean, we could, like, go scissor for, like, 3-4 hours, get wet, dry off, and then scissor again for, like, another 4. That's, like, a total of, like, 7 hours. That's our first time? Like, that's, really? Yeah, it's like a punch bowl, but honestly, we should scissor for at least 7. Right, yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love her, dude. Scissor me timber. Shut the fuck up. Dude, you're not funny. You're not funny. Shut up. Be quiet. Silence. Silence. Sorry, I wanted to share something with you guys. One Pixel hasn't gone live or posted in over a month. CS market is crashing, but fans spotted him still liking Pokemon's pics on Instagram. My man. My man. Sorry. Sorry. God. Mayor Cat, you're looking very rotund today, as per usual. Pokey my day one. Who viewed this story? Iman. Hearted. All right. Can I show you guys something? But you guys have to promise to not get mad at me. The type of outfit a European guy wears to hike the Grand Canyon. It's clocked. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. It's so clocked. Oh. I know there's 40 of you out there right now that are like, I'm in this photo and I don't like it. As a European, maybe. As a European, maybe. Sorry. Literally my uncle. Oh, Christ. All right. Enough of that. Next. You can see this. This is just for fun and memes, all right? So we can all have some fun and have some memes. No, not this. Did I not save it? I might not have saved it. It might have been too stupid to save. Thought I did, though. I can't find it. We'll do that next, then. Wanted to show you guys this. 1,000 Zohrans have bloomed. And yes, that is a threat. It's Francesca Hong tweeting out, I'm Francesca Hong. I'm running for governor of Wisconsin. I'm a single mom juggling 2 jobs, and I bring my lived experience into every room I walk into. From the state capitol to night shifts behind the bar, I know what people are up against.
It's so stressful to get by these days, and I know a lot about stress. I work in restaurants. I started in this kitchen 15 years ago, and you might recognize what's across the street. A lot of people in that building don't get why it's so hard to get by right now. Working hard doesn't mean you can always keep up. One wrong step can lay you out flat. This is by design.
Hogs out for Hong! Let's go! I'm not seeing a lot of hogs out right now for Hong!
I'm State Representative Francesca Hong. I'm a service worker, community organizer, and a mom. I work for a living. Always have, still do. 5 years ago, my community sent me to the Capitol. The system is rigged. I'm running for governor to fix it. For years, we've been told that doing better isn't possible.
The editor's kind of going crazy with it. He's like,
for governor to fix it. For years, we've been told that doing better isn't possible.
Chill. Some of us have vertigo. You ableist fuck. All right. Fire your editor immediately. I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Well, let me tell you, that's bullshit. All we need to do is fight together. We can fully fund our public schools and have universal childcare.
I used to pray for days like this, man. Candidates that are bravely saying we need to fund childcare. bravely saying we need healthcare, we need paid leave, we need workers to be taken care of. Dude, there was like a time not that long ago where you could not run on these policies. I don't know if you guys remember the Justice Democrats, where Bernie really tried, and like the squad really tried to push for progressive candidates, and the establishment Democrats would just not, they were not interested in pretending to care. And there just wasn't enough motion and there wasn't enough movement because people didn't understand that we need radical change in that way. We don't want more, well, let's just keep things mostly the same. And now we're finally getting to that point, and it makes me so fucking happy, dude. God, dude. For real, she's actually so fucking cool. I've been volunteering with her since October, and she's the most genuine politician I've ever met. Stop! Our coalition is so much larger, and they have to listen to us now. You guys, you remember when I said before Mamdani's election, when there was that interview he had with Mehdi Hasan, and Mehdi Hasan was like, hey, you know, what do you think about Hakeem Jeffries? What do you think about Chuck Schumer? What do you think about the establishment Democrats in the party? And he effectively said, listen, I only want to talk about New York. He didn't want to start a million fights with a million different Democrats before he showed people how effective his policies could be. And now that people are starting to see how effective those policies are, we can make a bigger push and a bigger fight. And he gave a bunch of Democratic Socialists and DSA endorsed candidates, he gave them the template on how to win. Makes me so happy, dude.
We can guarantee paid leave and have cheaper health care. We can fix a rigged system that puts oligarchs over workers and small businesses. We can do better. Don't let anyone tell you we can't do this. We can build a Wisconsin where we share the table. I'm Francesca Hong, and I'm running for governor because I know that together we make better possible.
Oh my God, stop. My ears and brain are stiff from all the blood rushing to my brain. I'm so fucking excited, y'all, dude. Me too, man. I got stressed. I had to stop reading your sentence out loud when I read all the blood is rushing, and I was like, wait, let me stop speaking and read the rest of it first before I read the rest of it out loud. I got stressed. I was like, everyone so far who's winning is now pushing our candidates forward. I know! 1,000 Zohrans! 1,000! Why is Wormy sitting in my living room going, "Bow, bow, bow"? Should I bake her? She's fighting the demons. That's what you sound like to her. Yeah, she's probably just being like, can you shut the fuck up in there? This is what you sound like, by the way. Posted this yesterday. Can you guys tell him to stop? Can you guys tell him? And then the edit. You guys are so talented. You will be big soon. Alhamdulillah. Tasty worm. Makavia's cats are going around knocking everything off their shelves. You know, my cats actually engage in very little cat behavior. They only knock things off of tables like once, maybe a month. They're actually really good about not acting like huge dicks. Dude, a friend of mine has an orange cat, and she sent me a video of her orange cat doing the most demonic shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. The cat literally would reach over into the bookshelves and with the most force possible sends all of the books off the shelves. And she was like, we tried bookends and bookends don't work because he just knocks those over too. So now the only way that he can't do it is if the books are in the shelf so tightly that he doesn't have the strength to rip one of the books out. But if there's even a little bit of leeway for any of the books, once he gets one out, the rest of them are all falling on the floor. I'm like, oh my God, my cats are like angels compared to that. It's about sending a message. He's going on a training arc. Is the cat a Republican? No, he's just orange. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I'll let them know. I will quickly inform them of this. No, you're right. You're right. I have to inform them. Oh, okay. And then... All right, I don't know how much of this we're going to watch, but I wanted to watch a little bit. Chat, I can't send links. Please send Denims the Sam Altman tweet. Wait, what Sam Altman tweet? My orange cat is the sweetest cat ever. He would never. And then he probably has some other weird habit that is bizarre. My gray cats are little angels. They act like I said, they actually don't really engage in any bad behavior. I'm shocked. Their worst behavior is that they want too much love. That's their worst behavior. That they just like meow because they want me to pet them and scratch, and they want me to like, you know, throw the toys and give them treats. That's their worst behavior. My steak is too juicy. My lobster too buttery. Your cats let you manhandle them like no cats I have ever seen. It's so adorable. They are really cute. But wait, what is the link? Hold up, let me see. This is basically the whole tech industry. Cool use of ChatGPT work I heard last night. This is from Sam Ullman. Connect your family calendars and explain your kids' interests. Every morning for the drive to school, have him make a podcast that talks about one kid's soccer game that afternoon or one kid's upcoming birthday, some news, etc. What if you just talk to your children? You know, the one actually cool thing about kids is that you kind of don't really need to entertain kids. Like if you're hanging out with any nieces or nephews, kids kind of just like will talk. And you'd be like, whoa, that's so cool. What do you like about it? And they'll just talk. Like they can go forever. Why the fuck do you need an AI to prepare a podcast episode about their interests? What the fuck? As a non-kid haver and someone who generally is not around kids or hangs out with kids or likes kids that much, I learned about this strategy because obviously, you know, family or friends will sometimes have children. Is their desire to have children? Is their right to have children? And I'm like, what do you do? And then when I realized, wait, you don't have to do anything, but just go. I was like, wait, this is dope. This is so easy to do. And then what? Okay, and then what? And then what? Whoa. And what do you like about it? Whoa. It's like, hello? Grok, make a Joe Rogan podcast episode for my 5-year-old. Like, what the fuck? What? You don't need to do that. I've learned this tactic also works when there are divergent women. Rare emo pull fridge, shut up. I don't know. I forgot about that image. I'm fucking jump scared by the Kirby. Okay, alright, enough. This better be just like my AO3 fanfic, alright?
Imagine buying your kid a toy only to find the batteries aren't included. Or buying furniture, but it's missing the tools to build it. Frustrating, right? Now imagine that exact same feeling, but you're paying way more. That is what buying business software usually feels like. Fragmented, disconnected.
You guys often buy business software? Yeah, me too, all the time. Let's just circle back to that really quickly and figure out how we can improve our numbers for next quarter.
Incredibly expensive. Odoo completely changes that. Odoo is a complete, fully integrated business suite where all your apps...
Dude, it's on Odoo. Your favorite TV show's on Tubi. You didn't know that? You can just watch it on Mubo. Just do your business on Odoo.
Actually talk to each other. We're talking automated lead routing for your sales team, seamless AI integration, and an intuitive point-and-click website builder. It's everything your business needs to scale, saving you time, headaches, and money. Stop piecing your software together. Go to odoo.com/not kidding. That's odoo.com, odoo.com/not kidding to learn more.
What if don't do that? Don't do that.
How is it that a 34-year-old Turkish-American socialist Twitch streamer is now a kingmaker in the Democratic Party of the United States?
I think this is a much larger movement. I don't think anyone is a kingmaker.
Do you believe that the rise of socialism in America is a supply issue or a demand issue?
It's both.
If Abdul El-Sayed wins, will you take some credit?
No.
If he loses, will you take some responsibility?
I think that this race will shock the world.
You are a lightning rod.
I mean, I also... Sorry, just really quickly. I know this is just the preview, but that's a respectable answer from Hasan, because the reality is it's the candidate's job to do the things that would make their campaign win. That's their job. It's no one else's job. It's no one else's responsibility. It's no one else's fault. It's no one else's, like, reward. There isn't, like, one podcast that you do that just, like, makes your campaign. Or one TV appearance that makes your campaign, or whatever. It's the collection of a really good staff and a bunch of great staffers that help you get elected. So this, like...
Weird for you to be hearing all these prominent Democrats just using you as the punch bag? I was on the PBD podcast.
Yeah, Patrick cooked you.
Yeah, Patrick cooked me, okay.
There is power in shamelessness. Donald Trump has proven that.
We got to talk about a big topic, and that is a man named Tucker Carlson.
He's a phenomenal communicator, and that's what makes him so dangerous.
I don't believe J.D. Vance believes anything sincerely.
J.D. Vance is on janitorial duty right now.
The Bill Maher, Joe Rogans, they do this free speech champion stuff. They don't have people who come on and disagree with them or call them out.
Zohran has done a pretty good job, but in ways that annoy me sometimes. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Are we really going to end the show on you saying, shut the fuck up, Zohran Mamdani?
I mean, come on.
What a twist.
They're going to arrest me as soon as I get out of this podcast if you keep talking about this.
I'm Andy Hasan.
I'm Hasan Piker.
And we're not kidding. This is a podcast where I get to talk to funny people about serious things, but also funny things too, I hope. Hasan Piker, welcome to the show.
It's an honor to be here.
It's an honor to be here. It's taken ages to get you on the show.
I know.
Get you in DC.
I hate being in DC.
Well, you're here now. Oh, you miss LA?
No, it's not that I love LA. I mean, I do like LA. That's why I live there. But I feel like every time I'm in this town, the aura of evil is so palpable. Like, it's a beautiful city. There are phenomenal people that live here, but then it's just overshadowed by the metric ton of evil that you experience and you feel on a daily basis. Like, I'm staying at a hotel and I'm walking around and I'm looking around, I'm like, there's like war criminals here right now.
That's you humble bragging that you're staying at a really nice hotel.
That's not what my intention was with
that's how it came across. It is good to see you in town. This is our casual pod.
Get his ass, Grandpa. Yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. The unk fit is crazy. The loose tee, the jeans, and the fucking kicks. Holy. Bro is chillaxing, bro.
That's how it came across. It is good to see you in town. This is our casual podcast. You're very dressed up, but you dress up a lot these days. You're in a suit. I see you. I thought you'd be in a suit today. What is this?
Hey, how did he know exactly what I was going to say? Dude, enough of the pre-watching, man. The fuck?
Chairman Mao outfit you are rocking
This is
today.
a Zhongshan suit. So this is a traditional Chinese suit. When they initially, in China, I think it was like the nationalists as well, originally started dressing up in a more Western style. And this was like that first iteration of it. And when I went to China in Shanghai, I met this tailor who came from this long lineage who actually invented the Zhongshan suit. So I made them make me one, and I really liked it.
He made them make him one. Whoa.
In the time you were in China?
They made it while I was there, yeah. But then I liked it so much, they already had my sizes, so I was like, send me another one.
This is going to be like the part of a U.S.
He made them send him another one.
Treasury Department investigation to Hasan Piker's ties to China. His suits.
Yeah. Do you want to get into that? We can get into all of that.
We'll get into a lot of things
There's a
today.
lot going on that front.
Well, hold on. Is there a lot going on that front? Because last time you were on
Not
the
in my
podcast, you were on Beyond Israelism with Simone Zimmerman not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was shortly after Fox were talking about you being investigated by the Justice Department, apparently. Has anything come of that?
No.
Okay, good.
But I do think that there is a broader like RICO that they're trying to establish for the entire left movement and whatever they can like add on as different tentacles to it. So I haven't even received a subpoena from the Treasury Department, and that investigation seemingly has gone really nowhere. But I think the ultimate goal of that investigation, as I clocked early on, was not necessarily to come after people like myself. I think we're secondary. They just want to establish like a big racketeering case around probably Roy Singham.
This is one of the funders of Code Pink.
Yeah, he's just a centimillionaire who sold his company. He's a radical guy. He sold his company to Microsoft, made a lot of money, and then just moved to China. And he's been an activist for a very long time. I've never met the guy. I just knew of him and knew that, you know.
Anti-Piker? Stupid sexy Hasan using third word slave labor just so he can look cool and turn people like me on. Anti-Piker?
You know, he had fundraised a lot, or he'd funded a lot of political organizations that like helped him get started. And the American government doesn't like that at all.
I said this recently on a stream that Donald Trump continues to morph into George W. Bush by the day. We've had a big presentation at the White House with CIA intel about the election. Since that felt very 2003. The CIA says China interfered in our election, which it doesn't say, by the way. And then, of course, the bombing of Iran, the embrace of neocons, and now the constant. You saw Stephen Miller and Marco Rubio's deranged speeches the other day talking about left-wing terrorism and cracking down on the left. They are very worried about the rise of the left. There is a rise of the left. You've been part of it. You've been identified.
I don't know what you're talking
with
about. I'm a patriotic American. I am
small C conservative.
I'm small C conservative. I always say the freer the markets, the freer the people.
You always say that.
I always say that. I also say socialism only works in theory until you run out of other people's money.
And people can't see off camera. We've got Ayn Rand books piled up. That you brought with you to read on your flight.
No, I'm such a small C conservative. I'm illiterate now. I leaned in fully. I forgot how to read and write
because of the elite literature industry.
Yeah, because I hate. Yeah, reading is woke and gay.
Why were you in New York on the night of the Democratic primaries?
I was
enjoying yourself with all these wins that we saw in New York. You were there.
Why are mods deleting my message when jokingly showing that he was wearing it? No, it just links are automodded. So people can't come in here and spam links.
We saw you there with
I don't know
Claire
what you're talking
Valdez,
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Elisa,
Must have been
Avila
somebody
Chevalier,
else.
Brad Lander, Melat Kiros, who was just on your stream, who won in Colorado. All these lefties, or almost all of these lefties who are winning, there is a link to you. You've backed them. You've public talked. Some of them you've campaigned with. How is it that a 34-year-old Turkish-American socialist Twitch streamer is now a kingmaker in the Democratic Party of the United States? Liking this video? And don't just watch.
Dude.
Watch, hit like, share, and subscribe. And tap the bell so you never miss a video or live show. But if you want early access to exclusive content, then you have to head to Zateo.com and subscribe now. You'll be supporting fearless, independent journalism.
Well, first of all, I don't think I'm a kingmaker. I think this is a much larger movement. I don't think anyone is a kingmaker. I don't think Zohran is a kingmaker.
An appropriately modest answer.
No. I'm not even I'm not even demonstrating humility. I'll take ownership over some of those victories, where I feel like I've made the most impact, right? Where I feel like
I do think he made a huge impact bringing on Zohran very early when no one knew who he was, and they just sat in like a fucking. I don't know if they went and got like Indian food or what, but they sat at a bodega or like a corner store and had like a bagel, and then they went and got like dinner later. Like I remember watching some of that stream and being like, wow, like that's dope. That was really dope. It was like 5 hours. They got some donuts. I don't remember. Sorry. I don't remember the details of like what they were eating. Sorry. In fact, I was actively trying to cut out some of the fucking mouth noises from the eating part of the interview. Was it a Bangladeshi restaurant? It might have been a Bangladeshi. I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember if they got donuts or bagels or what they got. I think that they got biryani rice. I'm pretty sure they got that. But that could be Bengali food. That could be Afghani food. That could be Indian food. It could be a lot of different places. Oh, they went to a Yemeni coffee shop. Okay, that makes sense. Anyways, Denims gets so triggered by people eating on stream. As long as I can't hear it for a long period of time, all right? He munched some donuts into the mic, that's for sure. The person who edited only the mouth noises, fuck you. It's Israeli food. Shut up! What was I trying to say? Like, I do think that put him on the map for a lot of at least, like, people on the internet. Maybe not necessarily for like the average day-to-day like New Yorkers, but I think that was like a really good early push. Same thing with Mehdi Hasan. Mehdi Hasan brought him on before he wasn't even polling at 1% yet. And he brought him on and said like, I didn't think you were going to win. I didn't think you had the publicity to win. I don't feel like enough people knew who you were. But hey, I think that they played a factor, and I think that they helped him eventually grow. But at the end of the day, it has to do with his campaign and his team and his staff that actually put him on the map and made sure to have all of that stuff go through. And I think I would argue what mattered a lot more when it comes to the New York mayoral win was actually that he had such good internet presence in describing the issues in New York to day-to-day, the day-to-day issues for New Yorkers and explaining how he could fix those things. Small things and big things. The fact that he had these big ideas to be like, I want childcare for everyone. I want state grocery stores so that people don't have to deal with exorbitant prices. I want free buses. Like, I want all of these things for New Yorkers. But he also went on really small issues like, hey, does it make you upset when you go to the halal cart and the price for the halal food has gone up to $12 instead of $8? Well, I went and asked a bunch of halal cart owners why their prices have gone up. And they're like, oh yeah, the licensing is so impossible and you have to get it from like a third party, and the third parties are basically scalpers. So yeah, the state inefficiency sucks. So what could you do, man? I have to charge more because of how much I have to pay for the licensing. And when he asks all of them, well, how much would you charge if you didn't have to pay that? They're like, oh, I would charge like $8 a plate. Oh, $8, $7 a plate, $9 a plate. That he can explain such big issues and explain small issues and explain how he would fix any of those things in ways that matter to people was fucking incredible. It was actually incredible that he didn't like, there's this idea, I think, among Democrats where they're always talking about how, and the interview on the Majority Report with Jamal Bowman, he talks about this as well, where a lot of establishment Democrats just treat, and Republicans treat their audience and their voters and their constituents like they're too fucking stupid to understand any of these ideas. But it's not that the voters aren't too stupid to understand these ideas. You guys have given up on trying to explain any of these ideas. People are too busy in their own life trying to learn or trying to know how to do what they do for work. It's disrespectful to like the plumbers in society to be like, you don't understand every single bit of like the inner machinations of the government and how all of these things need to be improved. Well, I guess you're an idiot. It's like, no, the guy's a plumber. He's going to fix your fucking toilet and then he's going to fuck off because that's his job. And your job is to make this state or this city better and explain to me how you're going to do that and why I should vote for you. If I don't understand how the government works, that's kind of on you. You should be able to explain what you guys are. Oh, sorry, Wormy. You should explain what your policies are. Oh, goodbye, Wormy. I tapped her with the microphone stand. She's like, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate you. But like even his video, like, and I've shown so much of this stuff. Even his video where he talks about like plowing the roads. You know, plowing all of those roads, sealing all of those holes, filling so many holes, plowing the snow, 16 inches plowed. Where he's like, yeah, do you want to work? Do you want to help us clear some of this snow? We're paying, I forget even what amount he was paying. It was an insanely reasonable rate considering how fucking cold it was and that it's physical labor. But it was significantly above New York City minimum wage. Was it $17 or $13 an hour? I don't even remember. I think it might have been 30. You guys, was it $30 an hour? I don't remember. I think it was $30 an hour. Hey, do you have snow that you want plowed? We don't have enough resources. We're hiring. Would you like some temporary work? We'll pay you $30 an hour to shovel snow. You can shovel snow in your neighborhood. You can get paid for it. And then you can live in a neighborhood that has snow that's been plowed. Wouldn't that be great for everyone? That's our problem right now. We just don't have enough workers, but this is such a temporary issue. It doesn't make sense for us to bring on permanent workers just for shoveling snow. But if you're free for the next 2 weeks, we need work for this. That he can do that easily. Or that he can explain, hey, and do what Doge failed to do because it was never the goal of Doge to actually cut fraud, waste, and abuse. That he can easily say, hey, our state was losing a lot of money to nonsense, systems that we don't use and things that we don't use. And we had like millions of dollars going to properties that have been vacant, government properties that have been vacant that we're not even using them. So we're going to cancel a lot of those contracts because there's no reason for us to be renting out offices that our government isn't even using. That's a couple $1 million there. Here's a couple $1 million that we've been wasting on this. We're going to remove that as well. That he has like the vision to explain to the people, hey, this is what's currently happening. I'm informing you guys. And I'm going to make your life better. And what was Andrew Cuomo's takeaway? Oh, he was on the TikTok. Yeah, I should have been on the TikTok. No, you should care about what would improve people's lives and then they would have fucking voted for you. And the rest comes naturally.
Maybe even some of these races are overlooked. But ultimately, this is a real movement that we've been working to build for the last decade or so. I think from failure after failure, every single time people have gone back to the drawing board and figured out new ways of reaching as many people as possible. I'm a firm believer that there is no such thing as a spontaneous revolution.
Yep.
And I think that we have to be organized, we have to be disciplined, and we have to be ready for when the moment comes when people start recognizing that this system is fundamentally
Agreed.
flawed.
And I'll come back to system, just on you before we move on.
Yeah.
Clearly you've played a role, even if you're not a kingmaker.
Yeah.
Is that a role you saw yourself when you were making videos for TYT, when you were in college, you moved here from Turkey? Do you see yourself as the Twitch gaming streamer guy who's also...
Twitch gaming? Twitch gaming? What is this? What are these lies? Twitch gaming? Okay. I'm willing to deal with a lot, but not this bullshit, man. Not this bull. You're sick, Mehdi. You are a sick man, Mehdi. I will not soon forget this.
dabbling in national and international politics?
Yes and no. Like I always had a lot of hubris. I think I always
Some of
thought,
us noticed. No, kidding.
yeah, I always thought that I was destined for something, right? I don't know what it was, and I just kind of go along with the wind. But I did not think that I would have this much impact. I did not think that we would get to a point where, you know, the overwhelming majority of Americans are pro-Palestine, for example.
I never imagined I'd see.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think like it would happen so quickly, because I've always been pro incrementalism, because I think those who are accelerationists are kind of cringy, and they're like they kind of have like middle school energy. Sorry, no offense to those in chat who maybe aren't that, but whatever. But I just didn't think like we would not like actually get there, but like actually get there so soon.
There have been dramatic shifts in public consciousness, and I'm honored to have played a small role in that, as you have as well. But I just did not think that the broader shifts would happen in general.
And it's not just a shift on Palestine. We'll come to Palestine. Just sticking with socialism. That was a dirty word until very recently. The S word.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to FDR, people were calling FDR a socialist. People were calling Truman a socialist. Truman famously said, whatever, call me whatever you want. The S word has had a lot of value for Republicans. I feel like they overused it, right? When they throw it everywhere.
Yeah.
If Obama's a socialist, if Joe Biden's a socialist, if Kamala Harris is a socialist, communist apparently, Marxist. Yeah. Then when the real socialists come along, people are, oh, Bernie Sanders and Zohran Mamdani, they don't seem so bad. And I wonder, you to go back to free market principles, do you think the
which
rise
I admire and adore,
we both love, do you believe that the rise of socialism in America is a supply issue or a demand issue? Is it being led by, is it because you have all these people pushing it now and people are like, wow, we like Zohran Mamdani, we like this Claire Valdez, we like Bernie and AOC? Or is it a demand issue from the public just saying, we are fed up with this broken system, give us something else?
It's both.
Okay.
It can't be one or the other.
It's in the moment.
Yeah, that's why I said that, there's always going to be ideologues, there's always going to be fighters, but there's a severe crisis in class consciousness in this country. My understanding, or our understanding on the broader left, is that class war happens, right? It's already happening. It's happening all the time. And there is a group of people that are class conscious, and there's a group of people who aren't. It's the billionaires, the capital owning class, that are class conscious and waging class war, albeit very successfully. And a part of that is that the working class are oblivious to their position. They are...
Bro, keep spamming the message. Someone will finally give you attention. Keep going. A word? For real? Based.
Are unaware that they're being screwed over by this system that has been designed in a way to create these unjust outcomes, because it's very beneficial for the capital owning class. So my goal
I
always...
think it's just like an effective strategy, and I think Mamdani showed that it was an effective strategy, because if you take power away from the label of socialist, what the fuck else can they do? Guys, he admitted he was a socialist. What are we supposed to do? Oh my God. They already call everyone a socialist. They call Kamala Harris a socialist. They call Nancy Pelosi a socialist. They call Obama a fucking socialist and a communist. Like, they called Biden a socialist communist. Like, who cares?
Has been to first and foremost foment class consciousness amongst the masses and help people recognize their class position and realize that the real dividing line is around those who are of the working class and being exploited versus those who are in the billionaire, millionaire, capital owning class that are doing the exploitation and not on these different lines, like these ethnic tensions, racial divisions, divisions around your gender identity, your sexuality, and vice versa.
You and I are not working class or are from working class backgrounds. Are we class traitors?
To a certain degree, yes. I mean, I don't really own a business necessarily. Like everything I do, I'm like owned and operated by myself. But yeah, I mean,
I do now.
I know you were on Patrick Bet David, and he called you out for it. He was like, "How can you say you're a socialist?" I love Patrick.
We'll
Bet
come back
David.
to.
Or do you guys see that one like Asmongold leaked message where he's like, I don't get it. Hasan's rich and then he advocates for policies that would hurt rich people. It's so crazy. Like, okay.
We're going to talk about Patrick Bet David, don't you worry. But while we're on the subject of lefty candidates, the rise of socialism, actually, a candidate who is not a socialist but is running a very lefty campaign is Abdul El-Sayed in Michigan, running a very progressive insurgent campaign in the Senate Democratic primary there in a key swing state. You've been stumping hard for him. You've campaigned for him. You're looking at the polls this week, Hasan. The polls are interesting. They're kind of all over the place. You have a Detroit News poll that shows Haley Stevens, the centrist establishment pro-Israel candidate, the sitting congresswoman, at 48%, and Abdul El-Sayed at 41%. And then you have a Data for Progress poll that has, I think it's an internal Abdul poll, which shows him at 54% and Stevens at 41%. How are you reading these mixed polls? Are you worried?
So both of those, no, I'm not. Both of those polls are technically should be read as internal polls. So the Data for Progress comes from, I think, a super PAC, and the Detroit one, the Glenn Gariff one, is actually a poll that has overestimated Haley Stevens' chances the entire time and actually endorsed Haley Stevens. So both are favorable polls to the respective partners. Having said that, I think what's more important than poll watch, which can show you the trend, is looking at the number of small.
And so you have the Israel comes to me in my dreams soundbite on the soundboard. No, but I should. That would be good to add to the soundboard.
All dollar donations, looking at the on the ground excitement, and I think those are far better markers of who will inevitably win elections. At least in my experience, that's what it's looked like every single time. And we've had a couple upsets. Melat Kiros and Daria Liza are the two big upsets that I think a lot of people were not expecting.
And they didn't even win narrowly; they won comfortably.
Yeah, Daria Liza was like the closer one, and she was still, I believe, up 5 points against the incumbent.
Well, this race is
Andrea
clearly going to be
Nesbitt.
close.
And the thing that's crazy to me is like, I think you can only think this if you were a fucking moron. I think you can only think that like candidates like that would lose if you were an idiot who didn't understand that in the era of Trump, you can't be like a milquetoast candidate that's like, I will not do anything, but I will stick it to them. Metaphorically. Not gonna do actually anything, but like, I'm gonna fight. I don't know if we can. You really think that that's gonna fly? You think that's what people want? You think they want, we will capitulate in response to fucking Trump? Stick what? And to who? Don't worry about it. Also, I have to pee really badly.
No one expected otherwise, especially after Mallory McMorrow, the third candidate, pulled
We'll
out.
see.
You don't think it's going to be close?
I think
You heard it here first, folks.
I think that this race will shock the world.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, they are throwing a lot of money now into this race, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
The UDP, the United Democracy Project, which is AIPAC's PAC, Super PAC, has spent $15 million in recent weeks. New York Times has a number of $28 million total from AIPAC or its affiliates just for Haley Stevens.
Yeah.
They're spending 10 times as much on TV ads as Abdul El-Sayed right now. We know the power of TV ads in a lot of these primary races. What do you make of the money that's being spent in this race? And especially AIPAC, of course. And now we're on
it makes sense.
now we're on to sensitive territory because you say AIPAC because, you're being anti-Semitic conspiracy theorists, even though AIPAC themselves bragging about how much money they're spending.
Yeah, I mean, it makes total sense. AIPAC has done this already with Wesley Bell. AIPAC did this against Jamal Bowman as well. And those were primary races for the House of Representatives, right? Like, the Senate seat is far more consequential. There's less senators, more powerful. It's the upper chamber. And I think it's terrifying that there is an avowed anti-Zionist, pro-Medicare for all, anti-corporate PAC expenditure candidate out there who is a Bernie-crat through and through. They don't want that in the Senate. And when I say they, I don't mean just AIPAC. I mean all of these other big corporations definitely are terrified. And that's precisely the reason why the total expenditure, outside expenditure so far has been around $54 million.
Insane
Haley
numbers.
Stevens is a non-entity on the ground. She, every now and then she pops up and does a couple safe events.
And even at the safe events, she says some weird stuff. And if you say it's weird,
now you're
being misogynistic.
You're being, yes, you're being a classic woman-hating Muslim. Which is what I think, because I'm a small C conservative.
Well, they've said it about Abdul. They've said it about you. They'll say it about me. In my defense, you know, I call a lot of Republicans weirdos. I call a lot of Democrats weirdos. I don't know what else to describe someone who says Israel comes to me in my dreams as. Other than a weirdo.
You know what I call them? The next senator from Michigan, because I love all of that. That's my favorite type of
Abdul
politics.
El-Sayed recently tweeted, Hasan, it's become impossible to ignore the way that people online make fun of my opponent for things that have nothing to do with their policies or politics. It's unkind and unhelpful. If you support me, please stop. Some people say he's talking about you.
That's Shannon Watts saying that. No, I don't think he's talking about me, because he could talk to me.
Do you agree with that sentiment?
I agree with the sentiment, but I also disagree with it at the same time. So I agree that, and I even brought this up before he even tweeted that out, like a couple days prior to this, where I was like, I think people are focusing a little too much on how folksy Haley Stevens is, right? And what people should be focusing on instead is how utterly devoid of policy her campaigning has been, and also how bought and sold she is to AIPAC and numerous other corporations. Like, those are the real problems here. That's why Abdul
And that's
should
unique
win.
to Haley Stevens, because whatever you think of Mallory McMorrow, she didn't have as bad a record or as much outside spending. Like, there's a difference between Mallory
I'm
McMorrow.
gonna be honest, this is actually a really good, chill interview. I'm late, but I love this interview so much. Big Unk and Little Unk. The vibes are so chill. I do feel like sometimes when Hasan has on certain guests, low-key, it's like not stressful, but like I feel stressed in the room. When he's like chill about it, it's like, oh, it's so much fun. It's like nice and chill and relaxed and good vibes.
Yes, Mallory McMorrow called Haley Stevens out a lot during her campaign. So I agree with him on that front. What I disagree with him in principle is leaning in any way, shape, or form, or conceding in any way, shape, or form to bad faith attacks.
Because they never accept those.
That's not.
They just want more.
It actually backfires because what ends up
they
happening.
realize that you will respond to these bad faith attacks, and they realize they can keep bullying you on these bad faith attacks. So it's never a good idea to respond, because you're just giving them. I mean, Trump basically not pioneered this, but it was with the help of Roger Stone and Stephen. Oh, what is his name? I'm like blanking on his name. Something. And Donald Trump basically created the Steve Bannon. Deny, 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 and never concede anything to your enemies ever at any point. Because the only thing that does is give them the opportunity to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Now, you can concede things to your own and to your people, the people in your party, but you never concede anything to your enemies. Roy Cohen method, originally Roy Cohen method. I think like Trump recently really repopularized it. Because when you concede things to your political opponents, you're just giving them the permission structure to keep doing it, which is exactly what happened with Kamala, which is what happened. Every single establishment Democrat has fallen for this.
And I gave this, I gave this advice to Democrats. It's free advice on my stream all the time during the 2024 election as well, where I was like, never apologize for something you don't have to apologize for. Never accept your opposition's framing.
Yep, agreed.
And if you ever
and again, I think it depends on who is making the criticisms, who is making the argument, who is requesting the apology. I think when it's on your side of like the political aisle or whatever, when the criticism is coming from your party and your people, you can take a closer look at it. But it's like, if Fox News is calling you a communist, who gives a fuck? Why should you give a fuck what Fox News is doing? Their job, it doesn't matter what you say. Their job is to make you look bad. And they will do that forever.
apologize for something, your opposition is going to take that
I think he said your opposition. Well, yeah, no, I'm agreeing with his position here. This is my position. This has been my position for ages. I've never, it's just like, this is true across the board everywhere, pretty much. Like, I've talked about this with regard to the people who come in and then they're like, oh, why are you dressed like this? Or why are you dressed like that? Or why do you do this? Or why do you sexualize yourself? Or why don't you sexualize yourself? There's no point in trying to appeal to people who are going to just be upset no matter what. You should just do what you want to do. Why are you accepting criticism from someone who fucking hates you and just wants you to fail? Like, what? Why is that shirt the same? Hi, Wormy. She went to the other room and then meowed a bunch because she wanted me to go there, and then I didn't, so she gave up, so now she's here. Hey, Wormy.
In bad faith, and then say, see, they're taking ownership over it. So now all of a sudden it's a story.
Yeah.
If Abdul had said nothing, maybe there would be some articles about it. Maybe they would constantly try to get him to address it. And then Abdul could come across as saying the real story here, I don't necessarily have anything to say about the way Haley Stevens sounds. I think it's silly. What the real story is how
agree
devoid
with
of
you.
policy she is.
Democrats should not be on the defensive. The left is often in a defensive posture,
Yeah.
often appeasing bad faith actors, often denying things they shouldn't have to deny. I'm always reminded of that apocryphal story of LBJ. Apocryphal story that LBJ is running for Congress in Texas early on in his career, and he tells his team about his primary opponent, you should put it out there, he's a farmer, and he said, you should put it out there that he fucks his pigs.
Oh, yeah.
And his team like, so we can't say that, he doesn't fuck his pigs. And he says, yeah, I know that, I just want to hear him deny it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the classic kind of the bad faith approach to politicking. On that note, there have been a number of attack ads on you, Hasan. I'm sure.
British people, pig fucking, Black Mirror, something.
You've seen them on El Sayed, actually, on Abdul, featuring you. There was a mailer that says El Sayed embraced a podcaster that said America deserved 9/11.
I have to say, the Cuomo one with Zohran is funnier. All right. That was a true story. Yeah, I'm just talking about like word association. The fact that he thought about it as the British person. That was his example. I'm just saying. Excuse me. What was I trying to say? Oh, the Andrew Cuomo one was better. Do you guys mind? Do you guys fucking mind? Can you stop fucking making this room so allergen? Putting dust everywhere and shit? Fucking stop, dude. All right. What the fuck was I gonna look up? I sneezed my thought out. Oh, yes, Andrew Cuomo. I only have one hand, so give me a second to type this out. Andrew Cuomo, 9/11, Zohran. Images. Andrew Cuomo's attempt at like a smear campaign against Zohran by putting this behind him was so fucking funny. Because it kind of looks like he's condoning this. It looks. It kind of looks like he thinks that. I love this image so much.
11, and then there's commercials like this one. We have a clip.
Oh, there's a commercial.
Meet Abdul El Sayed.
Can I just see
This one,
something
we
really
have a
fast?
clip.
Oh, there's a commercial.
Meet
Yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll be brave. I'll be brave and say it. Hold up. Wait, what happened to the clip? It's right here somewhere. Here's Abdul El Sayed on video. You guys notice another trend here? When it comes with anyone with an Arab-sounding, terrorist-sounding name who happens to be a male. They love to turn the contrast and the darken up. Or like the... it's not... Maybe it's called black point, actually. I'm not sure. To make the beard darker. And I know when it came to Zohran, they did the same thing and they made his beard a little bit bigger. They literally extended it out an inch. They like increase all of the shadows and they increase all the darkness to make the beard look scarier, to make it look like, oh, look, it's an evil terrorist. You can tell it's a terrorist. He's got a beard. Yeah, they try to do it to make him more Muslimic. Yep.
Abdul El Sayed.
I'm the only person on the stage who said, and I have the courage to say that we gotta apologize.
And that's not all. Abdul campaigned with anti-Israel radical Hasan Piker.
What do you say to that?
I think that's the Republican attack ad that they put out because they're trying to Pied Piper it, which is really funny. Because that's not a real attack ad. That's a promo. That's a promotional piece. You know how they go.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton did this with Donald Trump,
Yes, and it
which,
backfired.
you know,
shit show, by the
as
way.
we know, backfired
If
spectacularly.
Abdul El Sayed wins, will you take some credit?
No, I'll just say the same thing I've always been saying, which is that this is a broader movement. And
If he loses, will you take some responsibility?
Absolutely not.
I was trying to check for consistency. That's a very consistent answer.
Yeah.
Look, you are a lightning rod. You know.
Wait, beard equals terrorist? Is Matt Walsh a terrorist? Ah, we're getting somewhere. But you guys know what I'm talking about. When they just try to like Osama bin Laden. Every single person with a brown sounding name.
Way that it's happened very fast. I've known you for many years, and in the last couple of years, especially post October 7th, post the 2024 election, you've become this lightning. We went through a weird roller coaster where after the 2024 election, is this the left's Joe Rogan? I was like, how many fucking profiles are we going to
By the way, here was the adjustment. For anyone who missed it, Cuomo's Super PAC, the ad that they put out on, how do I get rid of this fucking notification? Dude, I hate Instagram. I don't want to click it and then it like pulls up like 40 different things, you know? Okay, there we go. We're good. Here was an original photo of Zohran Mamdani, and here's the edit on the right. Andrew Cuomo is afraid he'll lose, so he wants his donors to fear me. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So his donors want you to fear me. His super PAC just sent out a mailer that artificially lengthened and darkened my beard. This is blatant Islamophobia, the kind of racism that explains why MAGA billionaires support his campaign. They're literally trying to Saddam Husseinify him. Look, it's a Muslimic beard. Look, be scared quickly. It's so insane. It's just like, Crazy to do in New York City. Yeah, yep. So it doesn't shock me at all that they would do the same thing to Abdul Sayed. And Abdul Sayed has the name Abdul. So, and this is supposed to be the party of lesser of two evils. Yep. Yeah. Dude, can I show you guys my worm? Look at her. I literally can't move this hand. NSFW, not safe from worm. Stop, it's illegal to move, stop. Oh, Wormy. It's okay. I keep... just kidding. I usually keep an emergency tube in my top drawer, but I don't have one because I used my last emergency tube, so I'm fucked, guys. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna head off. I have a worm to appease, and another worm that I will be soon appeasing. I noticed your Avatar poster. Have you seen the new movie? I have. It was good, dude. It was good. If you guys haven't seen the new Avatar movie, you should totally go see it. It's actually really good. I mean, like, I do think that that plot line is dead, and I wish I would really like to see the. I want them to explore some of the other Avatar cycles. You know, I think they should go backwards instead of going forward. I think this is a series that benefits from prequels rather than sequels. Like, I would love to see the golden age of the Airbender. Are you kidding me? Make that a show. But anyways, yeah, it was a good tie-in to Korra as well. I agree. If you watch it after the live action is a masterpiece, stop. Thoughts on Seven Havens? I haven't seen that. I've been rewatching all of Bleach, guys. Dude, Bleach holds up. I don't know if you guys know this. Bleach fucking holds up. I remember why it was my favorite shonen. It still holds up really well, actually, dude. Because I watched all of the original series and I didn't watch the new one. And I'm like, dude, I should go back and watch it again. Let's see if it holds up. Because sometimes they don't hold up. So I've been rewatching all of the old one before I go and rewatch the new one. And I started watching it and I was like, dude, it's good. It's like, it's as good as I remember it being. Wait, dude, hell fucking yeah. How was it a good tie? And I felt like the Republic Bleach hold up. City world building was put to a minimum. And the four My Cabbage's jokes were put to a shut up. Did you see it in theaters? No. The manga's great too, I mean, imagine. Even the Seven Havens is the next Avatar. Oh, I mean, I saw the promo art for it. I mean, I just think, like, when people are watching the Avatar stuff, other than the original series, you need to watch it as a standalone series. You know what I mean? Like, people watch it expecting to get exactly what they got out of the first one, and you're just not going to. So, you know, the filler arcs are bangers. Bleach is like the only anime that has good filler arcs. Bleach is terrible. I liked it. I thought it was good. It has all the tropes I like, and yeah. But anyways, Orihime is so much better than the manga. Honestly, I like Orihime in the anime. I didn't like her initially when I watched it the first time around, and now the second time around, I'm like, I actually really like her. I like her. She's good. She's good. So, I don't know. Anyways, enough of this. Naruto had 2 years of filler. Naruto is like, I literally stopped watching Naruto because of the filler. Whereas I fell in love with Bleach because of the filler. So, enough anime, you fucking nerds, dweebs, Wormy. Everyone say bye to Wormy. I am gonna head off, but tomorrow I will be back for another Sunday fun day. Why does she look so stressed? What the fuck is wrong with her? Wormy. Look, she's here to sit in her bed. Typical gray worm. Wormy. You should sit. She's too excited. She wants me to play with her. All right, right after stream, Wormy. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. We will be back again tomorrow for a Sunday fun day. I will prepare a bunch of stuff to talk about. We'll have a lot of fun. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Stay hydrated. Tell your homies you love them. And I will see all of you guys in the next one, everyone. Bye. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Pretend like you didn't see that. Okay, bye.